What's up, everybody? Welcome back to For the Money. We are the Big Easy Bets podcast. My name is Logan. With me in the studio, Bam Barrero.
Yo.
We've got Nick Von Brick in the control booth.
What's up?
We are on to the CJ Cup Byron Nelson. We're going to recap the PGA Championship. It was another week where we almost got him. Sunday rolled around. We had multiple guys in contention, multiple long shots, and we couldn't get to the window. Ludwig Åberg lets me down again, and I'm going to be honest, Åberg might be on the shelf for me until he gets home. He's going to have to win one without me before I go back to him again. But hit the like and subscribe button if you don't mind. Like I said, we'll recap the last week's tournament, and then we'll try to find a best bet for a relatively underwhelming tournament. But when the number one player in the world is in the field, we're going to have some action on it. How are you feeling? I'll give you your flowers. Justin Thomas, 50-1, fired I think a 5-under on Sunday, but he fluctuated and went up and down. And but
at one point he was one of the earlier tee times on Sunday, but he was in clubhouse leader whenever other people were on like hole 3 or 4, and he held the clubhouse leader until they were about on hole like 13 or 14 when Rye just started
he went crazy.
Yeah. And congrats to Rye. I mean, like, his story's kind of cool. Even though he uses the iron covers and that kind of stuff, it's like a cool backstory behind it.
Yeah.
But he's consistent. He just hits the ball straight, doesn't put himself in harm's way much. And
no, he's a good player. He's been consistent for a while, too. And everybody, if you hear everybody talk about him, they say he's like the nicest guy in the world. And, he talks about uses the iron covers because they didn't have much money when he was growing up. And so that set of golf clubs was the most important thing that they had. And so his dad would like redo the grooves every night, and it's just a habit that he developed out of necessity because they didn't have the money to buy clubs. So, he's a guy who kind of bucked the trend of, if you listen to all the talking heads, they would tell you that they're just going to bomb it down the fairway and it'll be a wedge coming in and it's going to be the guys who can hit it the longest. That's what everybody wants to say every single week. It's just not the case. Aaron Rye proved that wrong. Accuracy off the tee, kept finding the fairway, good recovery shots, and he didn't hit it long. He's not a long hitter, and he went crazy on Sunday. Make no mistake about it. He got lucky along the way, which you have to. As somebody who didn't have any money on Rye, I wasn't rooting for him, and it was not fun. But when you bury an 80-foot putt to seal it, essentially, I texted y'all. I was in a dark place. I was about to bet Rye minus 900. I'm not even kidding. I was about to hit the button, and I was like, if he collapsed, I'll be ruined, and you'll never hear from me again. And we make our money in football and college basketball, and here I am with golf, betting the fucking farm. And then he immediately buried the 80-foot putt, and I said, son of a bitch, it went to minus 20,000. I said, you've got to be fucking kidding me. All in all, Rory McIlroy came out and complained about the layout and the pin placements and whatever and the quality of the tournament. And then I think it was Saturday, Rory fired off a good round, and then all of a sudden he complimented it. And Rory's kind of a clown. But I will say I kind of reflected on what he said. I didn't like the tournament. At first I did, and I liked how bunched up it was. But not everybody, but a couple of the professionals made good points where they did the renovations on the course and they took a ton of trees out. So you were never in danger. The rough was not like you were screwed if you go in it. We were watching people all day be able to get out of the rough and recover with the approach shot and find the green and then two putt. And that's like kind of the point that Rory was making originally, I guess, is that that's why you have so many people bunched up. And congratulations to Aaron Rye, but he's probably not going to win a major championship again. And this is a byproduct of that he was hanging around. You had Alex Smalley, who looked like he was getting dropped off by his mom at summer camp, coming in on Sunday. I said, Jesus Christ. Pants up to his belly button and a packed lunch with a peanut butter and jelly sandwich in there. And all of a sudden, Alex Smalley fucking pisses his pants. Who's surprised? But you had
Matty Schmid
from the Zurich Classic is in the final pairing on Sunday. I'm like, what are we doing? You had Smalley versus Schmid to win a major championship. And to their credit, it's like Scottie didn't play up to his standards. Rory started off really poorly. Xander played like shit on Sunday. It's like the cream of the crop were struggling. But I don't know. I just felt like, I didn't like the course. I did not think that, because it's like when it's a guy that you don't have money on and he goes in the rough, you're like, yes. And then he's on the green, so he's still able to find the green. It's like and in some instances people were screwed and they had to just hit out into the fairway. But more times than not, they were able to get the club on the ball and put their second shot on the green and 2-putt for par. Mm-hmm. So I wasn't a fan of that. I really was not a fan of Ludwig Åberg pissing down his leg again, dude. And this dude is so good until it's time to go win the fucking tournament. And I'm now accepting the fact that he's like a statistics, like, wonder kid and all of that. But when you watch him, it's like, okay, for some reason you fucking took one club length too long, you went over the back of the green, and now you're getting it nowhere close on the approach, or you're duffing the chip into the fringe and just giving shots away. I think he's 141st on tour on motherfucking 3-foot putts. I looked it up because I told you I've never seen somebody fucking lose their mind over a 3-foot putt. He's 141st on tour. I don't get it. Just giving strokes away. So that was frustrating because we went into that Sunday with a good chance to make some money, and we came away with nothing. Scottie didn't find the top 5. Fucking typical. It's incredible. Scottie also can't make a 3-foot putt for some reason these days.
Yeah, he hit a lot of them within 10 feet and couldn't convert.
Yeah, his approach seemed fine.
Yeah.
And then, the putter just kind of failed him when it needed it most. And also some lip outs. It was just multiple bad breaks. When you look at it, you're like, he was still right there. I think he finished 1 under for his round, 2 under on the tournament. But at one point, I think he was, before Rye went crazy, I think he was like 3 shots off. Like, he was still in striking distance. So, yeah, I don't know. I'll always watch a major championship. I was a little underwhelmed as the weekend progressed, I guess. We have to talk about Bryson DeChambeau, though.
I'm out on him.
That was what I was going to add. I wanted to know. If you could tell him anything right now, imagine Bryson DeChambeau's listening. And you just were banging the drum for him last week, and that's your guy. You've been a Bryson guy. If you could tell him anything right now, what would it be?
Just keep a cool head, dude. Jesus. I mean, every time this dude hits a bad shot, he's so flustered, and it just affects the rest of his round. It's crazy.
Keep a cool head. That is good advice. We could all.
I mean, golf is like, you grew up knowing, like, you hit a bad shot, you put it behind you, it's on to the next. This guy just lets the snowball roll. Is that the expression?
Sure, it can be.
Okay.
No, he's just not that good anymore. And I think Bryson DeChambeau, in all seriousness, I do still think he's good. Let me, I guess, start with that. But in all seriousness, Bryson DeChambeau is about to figure out really quickly that no one gives a single fuck about your YouTube page if you're not on the PGA Tour, or at least producing in major championships. I think he's now missed the cut 3 out of his last 4 majors. A complete no-show at the Masters, a complete no-show at the PGA, pouting around the course, talking about how, I'll just focus on my YouTube page. I won't worry about golf then if Liv goes under. Buddy, nobody gives a fuck about your YouTube page because you're not as entertaining as any of the other guys. And we don't need to go see you break the fucking course record at the local Royal Golf Club that nobody gives a shit about. And if you're going to make one of those videos and you don't break the goddamn record, what are we wasting our time for? He's about to have a rude awakening where he's going to see his numbers dip. He's going to see his overall public perception dip even more than it already has. You got to get back on tour, and you better start fucking getting wins because you're not as entertaining as these other guys on YouTube that are way inferior golfers, much more inferior golfers than you are, obviously. I clicked on his video because you bet on him. So I was like, it popped up. He tried to break the course record at some fucking course in Texas. He's got a mustache. And he's like the corniest guy of all time. He's as corny as it gets. Like his little one-liners to the camera and all of that. Like, he's not funny. He's not a cool guy. He's a dork.
Yeah, he gets on there. He's like, you guys are actually better than we are.
Yeah.
He's like, he's like, the course is we playing on perfect courses. Y'all playing on this stuff. It's like, all right, Bryson,
Yeah, we are hitting off of dirt. We're hitting off a hard dirt, and we can't get under the fucking ball. You're right about that. Okay? Yeah, there's roots on the green, and we got to fucking putt over them. So, yeah, from that standpoint, sure. But yeah, no, he's not authentic at all. It's there's no authenticity. He's a cornball, and he's not producing in the majors. So no one's going to give a shit here really quick. I like how you thought fucking Vegas had no idea. Like, he's flying under the radar. Vegas is going to get hit with a rude awakening when Bryson DeChambeau comes out and fires fucking 10 over and misses a cut in the PGA Championship. Mm-hmm. He played like a guy who was stressed, and I think it's like we said. I think it's so much dysfunction going on over at Live right now that they don't know what's going to happen. And you see him throwing temper tantrums when he was in Mexico City, and it's like the shit he was complaining about. It wasn't even like that bad. He was acting like he had to hit off a Sasquatch's foot. It was like grass with like a little bit of spotty grass. Like, It was not that bad.
Well, he started freaking out when the ball landed on that step.
Yeah. I sent that picture. I was laughing so hard.
The announcer was like, "It's not Happy Gilmore. You don't have to play it where it lies."
Yeah, and then there was like confusion with the relief that he got, and that just summed it up perfectly for him, where he just he's got to go back to the drawing board. He's got to fucking like reinvent himself, figure it out, understand like, you took a fucking $500 million bag, so you don't get the money and get to control the public perception and all of that, and you took the money, and now you got to deal with the ramifications after the fact. And I just think it's the corniest shit to be like, I'm going to focus on my YouTube page. No one gives a rat's ass. I'll watch Aaron Rye go hit it 240 yards in the fairway with his driver swinging as hard as he can a million times over if he's going to win a major championship while Bryson DeChambeau's hitting it 350 at a fucking municipal course. I don't care.
And every other Live player that I was watching, they were playing pretty good. Rahm was in contention.
Yeah,
Cam Smith.
Hatton sucked. Cam Smith did play well.
Neiman was in the mix for a little bit.
Neiman's a stud. I was looking, I almost took a flyer on Neiman going into Sunday, but I didn't do it. I don't think he had a good round. He went one over. But he's he was super talented. He was approaching the upper echelon of golfers on the tour before he bolted for Live. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. I do want to get to a point to where we have all the guys back. Yeah. And they're here for the majors, but it's like, I want, especially Rahm. Rahm's fucking so good, dude. Rahm's a top 3 player, definitely top 5 player in the world still. And I don't really think that that's debatable. So the fact that we're not having him for all the signature events and all of that sucks. So, but yeah, I don't know. Bryson's got to fucking figure it out, dude. I don't know.
Yeah, the sad thing is he birdied his last 3 holes on Friday.
Yeah.
When it didn't matter.
Yeah.
All 3 in a row.
Yep. No, he's still a really good player. Definitely. Like undoubtedly, he's still a very good player. But there is a huge mental side of golf. And he's battling it right now, going through a lot of shit. But you took the bag. You opened that door for yourself, and you got all the money, and you went and joined a fucking makeshift league backed by blood money, and then all of a sudden, no one gives a fuck. It was never going to be more successful than the PGA. So now he's paying the price for it. But, I mean, Tiger Woods is a perfect example. When you have turmoil in your at-home life in the form of your wife chasing you with a 7-iron, all of a sudden you can't fucking swing that club anymore for some reason, and you got to go see a sports psychologist. But, yeah, under no circumstances should we be going into Sunday with Matty Schmid and Alex Smalley and Kurt Kitayama, which, no disrespect, I kind of like Kitayama, but even Aaron Rye, if we're being honest. So,
well, Kitayama shot 7 under Sunday.
He went crazy.
Off before everybody.
Yeah, he went crazy, but so did is it Michael Kim? He went nuts to start, and he was on Twitter. He does Q&As on Twitter, and he was saying, like, the pin locations are very gettable. I think I could have a good round. And he was like, I think he birdied 8 of his first 9 holes.
Yeah, but what's cool about that is he was not making the cut until he chipped in for eagle.
Yeah, that's true.
On 18
Yeah.
to make the cut, and then he fires off a, what would you say, 7 under?
Yeah, I think it was. Yeah, I think it was.
Yeah.
Well, he was talking about Kitayama went 7 under, but I think Kim did. Kim either went 6 or 7 under as well. But yeah, all right. Congratulations to Aaron Rai. I need a little bit more out of him if I'm going to be honest. If you bury an 80 fucking foot putt to essentially seal it, I need more than a. And then even when he won, he was like, "This is nice."
Yeah.
But now we're on to the CJ Cup Byron Nelson, a tournament we probably would not give a single shit about if Scottie Scheffler wasn't in it, but he is. Course details, we're going to TPC Craig Ranch. 145 players. The cut's going to be top 65 plus ties. Surprise, surprise, Scottie Scheffler is the defending champion where he dominated the field last year. He shot 31 under, made it look so easy that the course decided to do a complete remodel and renovation, I guess. So as it currently sits, it's a par 71, 7,385 yards, kind of right in the middle in terms of length. They pretty much redid everything. Greens, fairways, bunkers, different grass on the greens. I think they're going with bent grass now. So you're kind of going into this a little blind, but I would still imagine that even with the remodeling that it's probably going to still play pretty easy. I don't think you can do all that much to make it all of a sudden like a super difficult course overnight. It's another course where lengthy par 3s are going to be the tougher holes. There is one right around 130-ish yards, but 3 are going to end up being over 200 yards. 3 very gettable par 5s. The par 4s do play pretty lengthy, so the longer approach shots may be key. Strokes gained off the tee is going to be key here, though. If you can put yourself in, if you can find the fairway and put yourself in a more manageable range with your irons, I think that that's going to give you a decent leg up here. Very few big names in the field. Obviously, I mean, when you get the biggest, you've got Siwoo Kim, Jordan Spieth, Brooks Koepka, and then it's a pretty drastic fall off from there when Keith Mitchell's the next guy on the list. Pearson Cootie, Michael Thorbjornsen, Davis Thompson, Wyndham Clark, Hisatsune. It's a skeleton crew is what we're working with, essentially. I will say, is anybody taking Scottie to win?
No.
No? Are you?
No.
We should do it. I think we should. Let's be honest. And I think I've only bet on Scottie to win one time this year, and it was the one he won. It was the Amex, maybe. No, it was whatever. It was like the first tournament he played this season. He won it. I'm going to be honest. Hear me out. And again, I make my money betting on football and college basketball. So the golf purists might be like, that's a fucking dumb idea. But I'm thinking we take Scottie to win big, and then we bet everybody else to win without Scottie. Thoughts?
It's just so crazy. He's plus 160.
I saw 175.
Oh.
Yeah, no, it is crazy, but you got bozos in here.
Yeah.
Brooks Koepka putts like us. Jordan Spieth is a renegade. Watching Jordan Spieth is the most stressful round of golf you'll ever see. Siwoo Kim, friend of Scottie, might be trouble, but didn't look all that great in the PGA Championship, was struggling before that. Obviously, a lead approach game, which is going to play a factor here. But yeah, this is what is anyone going to be shocked when Scottie shot? He won by like 8 strokes last year. When he does that again, what are we talking about? His approach was great. I felt like last week he just couldn't get the putts to drop. The guy's elite at putting. Maybe he just has a problem going on right now, and he's got to figure something out with the stroke. And
yeah,
but it's like, who's going to beat him? Probably somebody that we're going to fucking bet to win without Scottie, and then we'll still get to the window. If y'all don't like it, I'll do it on my own. But you go ahead, lead the way. Who are you going with to win?
All right, so I only got 2 winners this week. And you touch on kind of both of them earlier, just listing off names, but I'm going to go with Ryo Hisatsune. 47-1. He's made 13 and 14 cuts in his starts this year. You said strokes gained off the tee. He's 31st in the world, 29th in total strokes gained, 10th in total driving efficiency. But he's 23rd in the world and approaches greater than 200 yards. Some notable finishes this year: T8 at Pebble, 13th at the Players, T8 at the Texas Open.
He's been in the mix a lot this year.
Yeah, so I'll take him 47-1.
Okay. This feels like the tournament where, like, if it's not Scottie, like, okay, put me down for Scottie to win, plus 175. It's just one of those things. He's going to do it. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take Brooks Koepka without Scottie Scheffler. Everything else from here on out to win is without Scottie. And we're going to take Brooks Koepka 18-1 without Scottie. Approach, fantastic. Around the green, fantastic. Off the tee, good enough. Putting, as bad as it gets. So bad that it's almost comical at this point. But if we could will a couple of those things in. It feels like Brooks is going to eventually put it together. And I'm not going out on a limb by saying this. This is a popular sentiment where he is playing well everywhere else. Even the announcers will tell you, like, oh, once he finds the putter, and he switched to the mallet and all of that, once he gets the putter going, he's going to win tournaments. Hopefully it's this week. And we don't even need him to win. Go into a battle with Scottie going into Sunday, get dusted. I don't care. Just come in second. And we'll get to the window. I'll take Brooks Koepka 18-1 without Scottie. It all comes down to the putter. I felt like he played well at the PGA Championship before final round 74. Strokes gained approach is good. He's got the length off the tee. He's checking boxes that we need. So that's where I'm going.
Okay.
Who are you taking to win? Anybody?
Yeah, I'm on Koepka top 20.
I am as well.
Plus 100 even money. A lot of the reasons you said, he's third in strokes gained approaching on tour. Greens and regulation percentage, fifth. Par 5 scoring average, he's seventh. There's 3 par 5s here. Like you said, putting's a problem, but off the tee, he has some distance. Accuracy's a little bit of a problem, but if I'm not mistaken, that won't be as big of an issue on this course as maybe last course, where if you were in the rough, it did present a little bit of problems, but and he's okay around the green.
Mm-hmm. Last week, he was great around the green. And he's third in approach, strokes gained approach on the season, but I think he was number 1 going into last week. So, and honestly, he uncharacteristically struggled from that aspect. But, yeah, it's everything but putting. 141st strokes gained putting. If you can get a couple to drop, and you would think at some point he's going to be able to will a couple in. So,
and I can't imagine TPC Craig Ranch as hard as greens as Runnemink.
Hell no. Scottie Scheffler went 31 under last year. So, granted, he fucking lapped the field. I don't know if
anyone can beat Scottie.
That's what I'm saying. What are we doing? This is it. I said would I fucking like more than plus 175? Sure. I had been sitting here saying, like, man, if I could get a 6-1 or an 8 now, okay, we're getting damn near even money. And now we're going to do it. But you got scumbags in this tournament. You got the worst Højgaard brother. We couldn't even get Nikolai. We got Rasmus. Aaron Rai was in the field. He pulled out. Scottie, if he wants to, Scottie's going to win this tournament. And he won. It's probably the only reason he's coming back, but it is in Texas. I'm sure he's got ties, and maybe I should know that to this tournament. But he won last year. You're defending he's going to win it again. Perfect tune-up tournament. This will only be his second week in a row because he took the week off before the major. Probably been putting like crazy to figure out what the hell went wrong. He might win by 100. So, or Brooks will win. Or maybe really the guy we got to worry about is Siwoo Kim, but I'm not going to take him. It's like 8-1 to take Siwoo Kim without Scottie. I'm not doing it.
Yeah, what is it, 12 to 1 with Scottie?
Yeah. So, what is your next one to win?
We're going to go with Pearson Cootie.
I'm on him as well.
40-1. 26 off the tee strokes gained, 14th in driving distance, 32nd in green and reg percentage. What I like about him, he's 6th on tour and going for the green. Okay. 76% of the time he goes for the green. But 16th of the RBC, 16th of the Genesis, 24th of the Truist. He's 14th in birdie average. So at 40-1, I'll take Pearson Cootie.
Yeah, so I'm on him 26-1 without Scottie. Strokes gained off the tee, he's 26th. Strokes gained in approach, he's 57th. Strokes gained putting is 73rd. But he's 14th in driving distance. So, yeah, very long off the tee. That strokes gained off the tee is a statistic that it was key for me this week that I'm looking for. So, accuracy is dog shit. That's a problem. But like Nick said, hopefully it's not as detrimental if you're not able to find the fairway. We're going for the length as opposed to accuracy in this one. So, yeah, I'm on Pearson Cootie, but I'm taking him without Scottie 26-1. He missed the cut last week at the PGA, but so did Bryson DeChambeau. So maybe Pearson Cootie should go start a fucking YouTube page. I'm also going to take Cootie top 20 plus 134. I don't know if you have anything else pulled up. Can you see if you find a better number than that, top 20? Let's see. I am also going to take Michael Brennan, top 20. If you can give me a number on him, too, that'd be great. I think plus 185 might be plus 182, actually, is what I see here. We got a good look at Michael Brennan at the Zurich. We took him and Kiefer. They fucking sucked. That was a mistake. They should never play golf together again. But Michael Brennan, while he struggles in plenty of areas, he's number 3 in driving distance. He's number 2 in strokes gained off the tee. He's got a very good combination of accuracy and length. Struggles pretty much everywhere else for what that's worth. He was the guy at the Zurich who hit it right on the edge of the pond, took his shirt off, and then hit it further into the pond and got muddy. But he's a lead off the tee. If we can we just need a top 20. We don't need anything crazy this field to look at it. You can't come in top 20 here. This is a guy, there's some people that you want to try to pinpoint the people that have potential to do something, and they can take advantage of these smaller tournaments where a lot of the top tier players are not in it. Top 20, we should be able to get home here. So, and I think plus 182 is the best I can see. I don't know if you saw anything. Huh?
Yep.
What about Cootie?
Cootie, what'd you say, 134?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did someone say Eric Cole?
No. Did someone tell you that in your head? Or do you have Eric Cole written down?
Where that came from.
Eric Cole. What are his odds, top 20? Plus 210. I'm not going to do it, but that does kind of hit me as a possible sign. Are you done with your to win?
Yes, I'm going to parlay both of those also top 20 plus 480. Hits at Sune and Cootie. But looking at adding one more.
What else do you have?
I'm going to go with Wyndham Clark to win. 60-1.
Okay.
It's like trying to find, maybe someone that could give Scottie a run. It's like looking at birdie or better percentage. He's 19th on tour.
He's a major champion, too. So he's
strokes gained approaching, 33rd. Total driving, 38th. He did miss the cut at the PGA Championship. He shot a 75 round 1 and then even par in round 2. I think the cut line was +4, right? 4 over.
Yeah.
So he missed it by a stroke, but it's a tournament where 1 under got you inside the top 20 last week.
Yeah. Okay. What else do you have, Bam? You said you're trying to take some else?
Yeah. I'm just going to do it. I'm going to take Gordon Sargent, top 10, plus 2150. The only thing this dude's in the green in is his driving. 7th strokes gained off the tee, 4th in longest drives, 15th in driving distance. He's not too good elsewhere.
Yeah, a lot of these scumbags aren't.
Yeah, but bad field. Gordon Sargent, he's a younger guy, can smash the ball, so I'll just take him top 10 plus 2150.
Alrighty, what do we think about Tom Kim? He's a guy that I would consider, I guess. He was in Myrtle Beach when everybody else was in Doral, so he's kind of gotten relegated here. But he was a guy who was, I think he might have went toe-to-toe with Scottie in a tournament last year, and he's talented. I haven't seen much from him this year, though.
Let's see.
He's in the TGL or whatever. I think he's tight with Tiger. I'm going to do Tom Kim plus 188, top 20.
Okay.
And I guess that's all I'm going to go with. No one's taking a flyer on Spieth, huh?
Nope.
No, I thought about it, but it's like, I don't know if he can. I don't know. I feel like he's going to not score enough birdies, you know.
He's just very, yeah, he
I
like
feel
I
like
said.
the tournament last week kind of played to his favor a little bit.
Yeah.
He did a really good job lag putting there.
Yeah, he can still putt. He's not putting like he did on that stretch where he won nearly fucking every major of the season, but he just has some wacky ass shots. Like every 5th shot, it's like, what the hell was that? And then he's got to hit some miraculous recovery shot where he's yelling at the caddy. What is it, Michael Greller? Yeah, I mean, he's a Texas guy for what it's worth. But I'll stay away from him, I guess. I'll tell you, if Tom Kim or Jordan Spieth are even remotely sniffing the leaderboard come the weekend, I'm betting them. But, yeah, I guess that's all I got. Y'all as well?
Yep.
All righty.
I'm going back to Jordan Smith.
Okay. Oh, God.
This is a perfect chance.
You would think.
Top 20 plus 188. He's on a bit of a rough stretch. Was cut 3 of his last 5 tournaments. But total driving.
So he went to shit right when you highlighted him.
Yeah, he did. He really did. 9th in total driving. Strokes gained off the tee, 21st. Strokes gained approaching, 34th. Greens in regulation percentage, 9th.
I know, you hit us with all those fancy stats.
Like, this guy's, what's going on here? The problem is he might putt worse than Brooks Koepka.
Yeah, that doesn't help. Because Brooks Koepka might putt worse than us.
So I think, with good driving and decent approach, maybe possibly we see him near the top of the leaderboard.
Okay. Is that all you got?
Yeah, I'm going to go Tom Kim, too.
Okay. Plus 188, top 20 or to win?
Plus 88, top 20. Par 5 scoring average, 13th. Par 4 scoring average, 41st. Got to find birdies here.
100%. All righty, to recap, I am taking Scottie Scheffler to win. We're pushing the button this week. It's plus 175. It's pennies for what you would like to get. But when you look at the field, it makes sense. Scottie plus 175. We're going to go Pearson Coody without Scottie, 26 to 1. Also top 20 plus 134. We're going to go Brooks Koepka. Find the putter, Brooksy, and we're going to get there. 18 to 1 without Scottie. Don't need to win. Just come in second. Top 20, even money for Brooks. And then we're going Michael Brennan, top 20 plus 182. Tom Kim, top 20 plus 188. And that is all I have for the CJ Cup Byron Nelson. Worst name of a tournament on tour. Go ahead.
All right, we're going Rio. Hits that Sune, 47 to 1 to win. Pearson Coody, 40 to 1 to win. Parlaying both of them top 20 at plus 480. And then lastly, taking Gordon Sargent, top 10, plus 2150.
I'm going Wyndham Clark, 60 to 1 to win. Brooks Koepka, top 20, even money. Wyndham Clark, top 20, plus 146. Jordan Smith, top 20, plus 188, and Tom Kim top 20 plus 188.
There you go. That is our best bets for the CJ Cup Byron Nelson tournament. Do you have anything to say before we go?
No.
Do you have anything to say before we go?
Nope.
Hit the like and subscribe button if you don't mind. Again, do we wish it was football season? Of course we do. But the Circa contests are getting announced. The prize pool's getting announced. We're going to be going to Vegas here soon, but sooner than that, me and Bam might be playing a head-to-head match at Grand Bear on Sunday. We'll be filming it as long as the weather holds up and Bam doesn't find anything better to do. We'll be out there. Might be doing a mulligan, a drink for a mulligan challenge. Got some money on the table perhaps, so be on the lookout for that. Hit the like and subscribe button. Y'all have a good one.